Ugh. Mental Mondays from my garden. It's that mental. My house is quite mental at the minute, so it's pretty busy. Yeah, just had my second kid, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. Great birth. Yeah, my smile, I hope, hopefully says it all. Yeah, couldn't be over the moon with what's going on for myself in a lot of ways. Rest of the world, what do you do? You know, local to Minehead. Lost a lad a couple of days ago, down to addiction, and you know, so I've been in this video. So this one's going to be kind of about AA or Alcoholics Anonymous. I won't go into too much because I think the journey for that has got to be within the person that is going into AA and why you're going into AA. That's got to come into your own question, and you know, you've got to get better for you. This is the point of getting better is for yourself and no one else but you. So, what would it be? 3 years? But 3 years now. My friend dragged me in. They said a long time before this that I had tendencies. They could see I had problems, I had issues, I couldn't control my drinking. When I did drink, things went wrong. It wasn't a 1 day thing, it wasn't a 2 day thing. And when I did go, I went for 6+ days, you know. It's one of them, I could have one drink and end up anywhere, absolutely anywhere. Or any place. You know, it doesn't sit well with me, and that's okay. I've got other things in life which I will go on to. I'm not the perfect AA post child, but I found my own path within the AA regime, within what it can give and what it can teach and what it can help with. You know, it teaches me how to get by in life, and that, you know, is a set of skills which I was never taught by my parents, my mum, you know, everything like that. So I was dragged into it, which sounds unfair, but current time being, I needed it. I really, really needed it. I'd just come back from work after, you know, my dad had come down from Derby. I was off my head on coke, pretty much drunk at 10 in the morning, which wasn't like me at the time. I always pronounced myself as, I never drank in the morning. That just wasn't what I wanted to do. That wasn't my own, you know, that was everyone else. And then in reality, I was like, well, actually, I'll try a meeting. I'll make them happy. I'll, you know, please people for doing that. Happy days. So I went to a meeting, sat down, listened, and about 2 hours later, I was like, oh shit, some of that, it like relates to a point, like what he says and what I do, like it's not the same, but I feel like I can, I do some of them things. So I thought I'd give it another go, you know, after that, after getting the relatabilities and going and seeing, and meeting people, talking to people after, I thought I'd go again, even though I would have been 21 at the time. It was very, I was young. I was the youngest by far. So yeah, we went again. And I'm still there 3 years later. Years before that, you know, I'd heard about it. I'd heard things with God word. I'd heard it was very religious. It was this, it was that. I think with anything in life, you know, unless you make judgment for yourself, you go and see something, you go and do something, and you actually are the person doing that, then make judgment. If you haven't done it and you haven't been there, don't assume, don't judge. You know, it's a massive thing that, you know, as an addict, I do. I assume every situation, I overthink everything. My mind is racing all the time, you know. For me, every day, 1 day at a time for me, that's the only way I can live. That's the only way I can be, you know. And it's not, I'm not raging down the pub. It was never that for me. But I could easily go from having one drink a night to then going, like, fuck it, should we have like 20 and get like half an ounce of coke or something, you know what I mean, like do this, do that. It didn't matter because my consequences part of my brain literally is broken because of my birth defects, because I was born clucking. Mum was smoking in the womb, so on and so forth. You know, she took absolutely everything. So, you know, in terms of being born with the chemical defects that I know I have and that I'm conscious of, is part of my own recovery. So what I look at now as, you know, Daniel Lynham 3 years later from AA, fair enough, I don't follow the book religiously. Fair enough, I don't, you know, go to a meeting every single night, and I don't do what everyone else does. But I found myself within there. I found techniques that I can use in many different platforms. I'm addicted to work, which is bad in some senses, but it's, for me, working for myself and working with other people, you know, to get somewhere. At the end of the day, that doesn't, you know, that's me making an excuse for it, and that's how easy it is as an addict. But, you know, it's better than me sitting out, you know, drinking myself to death. So sometimes some people have got to find what works for them, and that's not fucking easy in a world where we're locked down, in a world where mental health is sometimes not welcome to be talked about, or sometimes it's not easy to talk to people because you don't feel you can, or you don't feel you can open up. Change that. You know, if you at the end of the day, whether it be the way I found it, if I can give anything and say anything, it was someone completely on the outer circle. It was a counsellor that I completely wrote off. I just said, no, you're not going to work. I went back I had like 4 free sessions from the NHS, or 5. By the second session, I was like, nah, what's the point of this at the end of the day? By the third session, she had written up exactly kind of what was what she thought about, you know, I've got a nervous laugh, which she picked up for me, and she went into things that she cared. That's one thing which hit me at an early stage of sobriety and trying to get, you know, sober from alcohol, is she cared. And that, at that point in my life, without my step, you know, in terms of, you know, Matilda's family, in terms of having that as a support base, it was someone from the outside that cared. And something so simple, something so small, took me so far. It's going to be short. It's going to be sweet tonight. You know, I just want, you know, with recent happenings, even local to Minehead, I've seen it across the AA platform, across the mental health platform, across the UK. People are, yeah, now we're getting out of lockdown, get together, meet up, see your friends, be human, enjoy the summer. I know lockdown is lockdown, be appreciative of the rules, but enjoy yourselves, you know, see your friends, see your neighbours, enjoy the summer, see what happens in the winter. But, you know, I don't have much more to say because I'm absolutely knackered and didn't really sleep last night because obviously terms of having a baby. Yeah, let's enjoy summer and check on your friends, check on your neighbours, because you never know what someone's got going on in their head. You know, the last couple of weeks, you know, for me, has been mental, but, you know, I've got, luckily, family, I've got people around me, you know, and it's about, I've created that support base in the last 4 or 5 years of trying to, you know, go here, go Totnes, go Devon, go all across Bristol, you know, try and do something, to learn something, to, you know, kind of teach myself, give myself something to do, which is part of the addict thing. But someone said to me, there's this social entrepreneur course down in Totnes, would you like to sign up? And I thought, yeah, it's something different, I could do that. Signed up and went, and that was 4 years ago. And at the time I was thinking, what is the point of this? Why am I doing this? And then here today, it's useful. It's useful in the Manorfromheaven environment, it's useful in the business environment, it's useful in the day-to-day environment, because it taught me things in life that helped me along. It taught me tools to use in life, you know, that are transferable. The point I'm trying to say is, when you're doing something, you might not know what it's for, you might not know why, you might not know where it's going, but just believe it's the right thing to do if you believe in it. You know, trust that gut, trust that instinct, and just check on your friends. Thank you, everyone. I'm sorry it's a bit dark and it's outside, but I have a full house, and I fed my son chocolate pancakes about half an hour ago because, yeah, why not?